Yeah, welcome back to Career Build Series, episode number 56. And so we're going to continue work on the car here. Not too much left to do. Need to put in a steering damper. Need to also hook up the lights, hook up some of the systems in the dash. So let's go ahead and get moving. So first thing that's going to be a little bit of work is starting to hook up the lights. So I'm going to try doing this from scratch. I usually don't do this from scratch, but I shall this time. So let's stick that up there. Let's change this to lights. All right. And so I'm just going to make it a little bit large for now, and let's start working. So what I need to do is I need to set this up so that I have different intensity lights for brakes and for running lights. So when you turn on your headlights, you have running lights, and then when you press the brake pedal, you get brighter lights. And so, for example, I only want the brake lights to come on when I'm pressing the brakes, and then I want running lights to come on when I have headlights. I want directionals on the back bottoms, and I also want those directionals to change into reverse lights when I'm reversing. So let's go ahead and first thing I'm actually going to do is let's do this. Update that. Let's find the red color we want. So let's go paint. Let's just do this one for now. And that is 255.043. 255.043. Okay. So it's 255. Actually, let's do properties here. So let's search for property. And a property number. Okay. So this is R G B. All right. So these are my RGB values. 43. Okay. So those are my RGB values for my lights here. And so we'll start by doing brake lights. So we need to go out to brake. All right, brake lights. So here are my brake lights. That should be an output. All right, there we go. All right, so that is going to be the output for that. I need to write numbers here. I need 1 through 3. That's going to go here. So it's going to give channels 1, 2, 3, RG and B, RG and B. That's going to go out. All right, so that goes to this here. And so I also need to do the intensity. So let's go here and then let me try to remember exactly how to do this. So I probably can do a 3 or 4 function here, which is this one here. Let's try this really quick. See if I can. It's going to need more than that. All right, so let's go RGB there. All right, and then actually they're probably going to have to go independently. Yeah, they will have to go independently. Okay, so that's fine. Let's do a regular one. Where is it? Right there. Of course, last one I choose. All right, so let's go. Nope, it's not going to work. Just do a regular multiply. It's going to do it this way in case I needed to add things, but no, let's do a function. Sorry. Doing it a little bit differently here. All right, so this is going to be the R value. All right, so that goes in there. So let's see, X times Y. What is it? Divided by Y, I think. I haven't done this in a little while, so I'm going to have to figure it out. And so that's going to go there, and then I want to do intensity. And so intensity is going to be Y. So let's go. I think the best way to do this. All right, so let's do intensity. So constant number. Let's do, I don't know, 5. Trying to see if I remember how to do this. I might have some memory issues here. So let's go. All right. So I'm trying to think the best way to do this. So what I could probably do is do numerical switch box here, do this as an on channel, do that there, do that as a 0. All right, let's try that for now and see if I can make this work for me. So I need 2 more of these. All right, this will go to there. This will now go there. This one will go here. And the way I put these is a mess. So let's fix all this crap. Okay, there we go. This will go there now. That will go there. This will go there. Okay. I have not done this in a while, so I may have to play with it a little bit to get it where I want it. Okay. So that should give us a red color. Start with this for now. Let's plug it in and see what I can do here. So logic, let's go composite. That will go to these 2 tops. Now we'll see how we're looking here. All right, let me check. Indicate RGB. I have to turn the electricity on, so that would be one reason why it's not working. Let's go infinite electricity on for now. All right. Has been a little while since I've worked on these, so I just have to remember how to do them. Make sure, yep, electricity should be fine. That should go in there, RGBs. All right, so it's probably because of the 0 multiplication here. So let's just really test these super quick by doing this again. And then I can fix it. So see if this lights up. Okay, so as you can see, we get this color. It's purpley. It's not exactly what I want. Let me check the color that I put in there. What is it? Okay, it's 043. So 255, 043. So let's go ahead and go to composite and hover over. All right. 255, 043, 255, 043. That's correct, I think. All right, so the order might be screwed up. Nope. Nope. Okay. So I'll have to play with that color to get the color correct, but presently so it's presently working to a certain extent. I just need to start getting ready to change the color. So the reason why this wasn't working was the 0, it's giving it no intensity. And so as you can see, that's 0. I need to put a number in 0. So let's go 1 on that. So standard intensity is going to be 1. I'm not sure of the range either. I have to screw around with the range to see what that's going to be. But so that's going to go 1 in there and 5 in there. I can get rid of these just to save some space. Okay. And so let's do a constant on. I don't want a constant on for right now. Let's go add a node here. Let's do on-off input. That's good. And then I can control this via a push button. Okay, so we'll just do a toggle button here for right now. I won't that go there. That's fine. Okay. All right, so we should have 1 intensity, no button, and 1 intensity with button. So that should be a 1. So let me see. Do this numbers need to be smaller? So let's go ahead and save this really quick. Let's do new car light work. All right, so one thing I'm going to do is bring this in here. So I have my dimmer lights. Again, it's been a little while since I've done this, so bringing this in will help me just kind of reverse engineer it a little bit. All right, so we have here, this is intensity right here, so 0.1 to 1. So 1's the max, so that was what I want to check. I figured it should probably is. And let's see. So that's just the cycler. We have R, G, B. Okay, that's the correct order. So is that 255, 143. Why does it have two different numbers? Huh, that's interesting. I'm trying to see why. Oh, okay, I know why that's screwy. So what is it? 255. 255.0 maybe? Okay, let me try that. So I'm trying to get the color correct here. So let's try 00 on that. And see if we get, so that allows me to change the color in the microcontroller. Okay, so now we're red. All right, and so that works. Let's go ahead and go in here, and then intensity-wise, I need to change the intensity. So currently the 5s need to go to 1s, and these need to go to 0.1s. All right. And I probably have confused everybody, so I'll go through it once I kind of get it down. I'm just trying to remind myself how to do this. All right, so you see the red lights are on, but they're not that bright. If I press toggle button, they should go more intense, but they're not. Interesting. All right, so that's interesting. So I have to check the formula. I think the formula's screwy. So I tried converting it for, so, where the hell? Am I in the wrong microcontroller? I am. Okay, right here. All right, so right here, what I'm doing is, so this is my intensity here. And so it is the R times the intensity divided by the color. Okay, that's Y. Okay. So it needs divide by X. So I screwed that up. So this should be divided by X, I believe. And probably because it's red, I probably don't need the other colors, but I'm not sure. Because it will give a 0 null value to those anyway, so. Alright, so you see 0.1's pretty dim. So that's working now. So. Alright, and so let's see, let's do property numbers again. And so this is going to be dim lights. That will be wherever wherever this 0.1 goes here. And then this one here will be bright lights, and that will be whatever this is. So bright lights are a 1. This will be a 0.5. And so this just allows me to change it when I want to. All right, so I'll walk you through what this is doing. So what we have here is pretty simple. So I have my R value, my color, so 255. My it's RGB. So here's my G is a 0, and here's my B is a 0. So those are going into this equation. All it's doing is you don't need this equation. I could plug these directly in here. But what this equation is doing is it's allowing me to control the dimness. So it's taking X, which is the bright lights, and it is or X right here. X is the R value, and it is multiplying it by this this number and putting in here 1 for bright or 0.5 for dim. And so it's taking the color times the intensity divided by the color, and that will allow you to do that. So I'm using just an input here. That will be changed so that when I press on the brake pedal, it's going to flip the intensity. All right. And so let's just do a quick test on it again. So this will tell me what 0.5 looks like. So 0.5, as you can see, is a pretty good brightness. I'm not getting more intensity there. Did I screw something up? I might have. I may have. So dim light's a 0.5. That's 1. That's interesting. Say 0.25. I want to make sure that this is changing intensity when I do this. Okay, so now you can see they're dimmer, brighter, dimmer, brighter, dimmer, brighter. So the dim red lights will be on when you have the headlights on, and the brighter ones will come on when you have the brake pedal depressed. All right, good. All right, next we need to start working on the other lights. All right, so actually before we do the other lights, let's get this set up so that it's working properly with braking. So let's go ahead and put in composite input for seats, or seat. Okay. And so this is going to control, instead of having this input here, this will now control it. So pretty much what is W? W is 2, so if it reads this number, and this is less than 0, so essentially if I depress the brake pedal at all, it's going to flip it to high intensity. Because in a car, even if you don't have the headlights on, it will show you the brake being depressed. All right, and so that goes like that. And so when I press the S key, it's going to go less than 1, and it's going to turn the brake. It's going to change the intensity of the brake lights. Now, and then I want, okay, that needs to always go on. So I'm trying to think of, so this needs to go. All right, so I also need to set these up so that in the event that, so when I turn the headlights on, I want running lights. So I need to set up my running lights. So what I'm going to do is switch boxes here. So we need 3 of them. Get out of there. Probably only need it for the red actually, because I'm gonna do all this because this will make it an easy template for other colors, but I probably don't need anything for the other, the G and the B values. So let's hook this up here. Let's see. Okay, I can do that with an OR. So I'm just thinking to myself some things I'm gonna have to work with. Probably easier ways to do this, but this is gonna work. So don't care. I just want it to work. So it doesn't always have to be the perfect, the easiest, the least effort way. It can just work. Because sometimes you just, the way you're thinking is one way, and as long as it works, it works. That's all that matters. All right, so what's going to happen here is 2 conditions here. So we're going to have 2 conditions that's going to allow me to have lighting. One is this, or, and then we're going to need some sort of headlight button. So for now, I'll put it on the actual seat. So it will be, if it's less than that, or some sort of headlight button. So if I depress the brakes, it will turn the lights on, if I turn on the headlights. So for right now, what I'm going to do is, I don't think 5's attached to anything, so we'll just do that for now. I'll end up changing it later, but this will allow me to control it from the seat. Oh, come on. Now it will be 5, and so if 5 or brake pedal is depressed, it's going to turn this on. Otherwise, it's going to give a 0, which should give me no light. Let's make sure everything's connected. So I probably don't have the seat connected yet. Seat is going to get connected there. All right, so let's see. Let's delete you off. I don't need you anymore. Let's spawn that. All right, so we expect what we expect to happen is when I press the brake pedal, brake lights will come on. They're not. Okay, that's not working for me. Or when I press the 5 key. 5 key works, okay. And brake lights. All right, so brake lights are doing nothing, so that's a problem. Okay, that's fine. So WS is 2. Okay, that's why. That's 2. Okay. That would be why I didn't change that over to 2. All right, good. We're in business now. So this should work now. Brake lights. Yep, so I'm just pressing the S key. As you can see, my bright brake lights come on. All right, so there is my brake lights. And then I want running lights, so I'm press 5 to turn the headlights. As you can see, they're dimmer. Now I'm going to press the brake lights. And brake lights come on. All right, good. So brake lights are set up. Nice. Okay. Let me see really quick. I want to check this for see if I can put a panel there. I think I can, but I want to be sure. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to put a panel in here as well to control some of this here. What am I doing here? What is it doing? Bucket's on. Okay. I had the bucket on. I meant to have the brush on. I was wondering why I was painting everything in his brother. All right, that's good. All right, so let's see. And one of the reasons I want to do this is these are going to be tack and speedo, so tack and oh, I hooked that up to the hood instead of hooking it to here. So I want big tack and speedo there, and those are going to be my controls down here. So we'll do some more gauges. And then what do I want here? I want this probably, I don't know. Let's swap some stuff up here. So this key is going to go down, and then I want gauges. Just moving stuff around here. And then this will go here. So this will have like temperature gauges, stuff like that for the engine, oil pressure, stuff like that. And then the keys there. And then this side will be flip switches like headlights, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make this. We'll start this here. Let's go headlights. Flip switch. All right, let's see what else I want. I want headlights. Okay. Hazards. That'd be 2. Let's go. Let's put that back where it was. I think I have a better idea. I want to put it in a parking brake. So let's see if I can fit it here. I probably can't. Not with the foot with this footwell here like that. Probably not right there. Let's see. I'll figure that out in a second here. Let's just do parking brake here for now. Let's do 3 as park brake. Button. Okay. Toggle on that. That'll be 3. So we have headlights, hazards, park brake. I'm trying to think what the last one should be. Dome light, maybe. Nope. Let's do high beams. Let's do hazards here. Arrow button down, toggle 4. And then we'll do 2 as high beams. High beams, that will be a button. That'll be a toggle 2. Okay, so that's going to be headlights, hazards, park brake, and headlights, high beams, park brake, hazards. Okay, good. And then this is going to be engine temp. That's going to be a dial 0 to 120, 5. Let's do oil pressure, dial 0 to 100 psi, low fuel, indicator 7. And this here will be fuel. Vertical 0, and I have no clue what's in there, so we'll figure it out later. All right. All right, so that's going to be our dash. So that's, I needed to do that just so that I had it. All right, so we're going to add a node here. This is going to be composite input panels. It's going to be composite output panels. Excuse me. That'll be composite engine. So this panel is going to start getting large here. Headlights. Yeah, this panel's going to get large here. Hopefully I have space for this. Should, but... All right, headlights output. This is going to be headlights. This is for the new function of the gimbal where I can change how high the beams are for high beams. It's going to be left directional and right directional. All right, good. So that's set up now. We have all our crap here that I need. So it's right there. So let's actually take this stack of the spawn area here. Oh, come on, man. Just do what I'm asking here. Now we'll just move it to the right, so when things spawn, they'll be out of the way. Oh my god. If I could grab everything, I'd be thrilled. Alright, so let us continue work here and see what we can do. So where is... let's strip these out like so. I thought I named everything, but apparently I did not. Find out what that input is there. What are you? Oh, that's supposed to be output. What is this? What is this? Input. I don't know what the heck that is for, so put that off to the side. I'll probably figure it out at some point. All right, good. So headlights. Okay, so this headlights here is, let me actually change this. So let's do, where you at there, guy? The headlights output is going to be angle. So this is going to be for the new gimbal portion of it. This will be so that I can tilt them. So low beams will be lower than high beams. IRL, they work via two different bulbs often. And so they're pretty instant. So we'll do an instant flip-flop and a numerical switch box for that. Left and right directional there. All right, so left and right directional are going to come off the seats. I think we'll do, let's see. What does one do for this? I'm trying to think what would be best here. So we also need hazards. So here's panel. Start working with panel really quick here. So it's going to read it on off. 1 is the headlights button. 2 is going to be high beams. What the heck was 3? 3 is park and brake. So I need... Let's play with this for now and make that park brake. And I don't know if I want to do it as a park and brake release yet or not. Let's see what else I want to do here. Probably not because... Yeah, I'm going to do it as a park and brake release. That way I need power to shut the brake off. So we'll do it that way. So we have that. Let's see. So that, and then hazards is... What is hazards? 4, I think? Hazard should be 4, I believe. I can change these numbers later when I figure them out. So that's set up. I'm trying to think about what I want to do for directionals. Currently, I could do 1, 2, because I can easily make those toggles via the seat. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Let's try something really quick. I want to see how this functions. So let's go here. Let's go left, right. Let's go sticky 100%. And I'm just going to take a dial, stick it on the dash here, and we'll work with it. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and we want to do, where's left, right? Left, right goes right there. Let's go ahead and spawn it. Infinite electricity still on. So I'm thinking of doing left, right for the directional. So if I click left, it goes to -1. Right is 1. Okay, and then both of them shuts it off. So that's right directional, left directional. If I go all the way left, it will go to the other number. So I have to like press both of them at the same time, centers them. That will work for me. Okay, good. So negative is left. So we want thresholds. All right, so this one will be -1. -1, that will be 1, 1. All right, so we need an OR. And we need a blinker. 1, 1 is fine for that. I think the timing works on that. Okay, so if we press -1, or we have the hazards, which is 4, we want to blink out the left directional. And you go there, you go away. Let's see. -1 or 4 here. That will give us right directional. So now our hazards and our blinkers are established. Lovely. Park brake's going to be a release, I think. And so we can only take the parking brake off when we have power. So what was that, 3? 3. All right, so now it's a parking brake release. Okay, that's set up. All right, so we have hazards done. High beams was 2, so this is high beams, and headlights is 1. All right, so 1 is headlights. Okay, the input that nope, yeah, perfect, okay, good. Headlights is right there. And then this is just going to be a, what do you have? Composite switch box. Nope. Numerical switch box with a right. Okay, right. I'm not sure which one it is, so I'll do it when I figure it out. So that is going to go there, zing. That's going to go here, zing. Up there, please. Let's go. Let's try 2. It'll probably be 1, and I'll have to go back, but not a big deal. All right, so I want to test out the height on this one, but that will switch it to high beams, which will change the angle of the lights. Engine composite here is all about reading out temperature and oil pressure. Okay, we want to read 1 and 3. 3 is temperature, 1 is air. So what I'm going to do is just do oil pressure off of the air. I'm going to come up with some funkiness to make that work for me. So we need to write that out. So what am I writing? I'm writing 3 here. So start channel 1, I need 4 there. Perfect. Okay, that's going to 1 is going to be engine temp. Oil pressure is going to be 2. So what I'm going to do for oil pressure is my air manifold will go up and down, up and down. So I'm going to do a function here. So it's going to be simple. It's just going to be, let's see. So 65 PSI is pretty normal. So 65. Let's try 65 plus X. I don't need the parentheses, but I put them in there in case I need to change it later. So that's in there. So that's 2. And then indicator is 3. And then 4 is what? What the heck is 4? Oh, fuel. Ugh. So I'm going to have... This panel's going to get huge, dude. All right, whatever. Panel's going to be huge. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Number input. Fuel. All right. All right, so that's good. So it's going to read out fuel to me. Fuel is 4. So fuel, this is going to need to have a function as well. I'm going to just do a simple multiplication here. So, all right, let's count our tanks. So I have, how many tanks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. So let's take this one here. And I'll multiply them up by 5. Probably have space to do a custom tank, but I don't really care to. So all right, so that's x times 5. It's just going to give us an average. Go to panels there, and then I need a bool. So let's do... I'm going to want this as gallons as well. Let me quickly find that. So we want liters to gallons. All right, so that's going to be x divided by, rather, 3.785. So that'll give me gallons. And then if this number is less than, I don't know, what do we want? 5 gallons? 2 gallons, maybe. That will turn on the light. So what do I want? That is going to be, I have the number screwed up. So what's the start channel? Start channel is 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. This is going to be channel 7. All right. And where's my blinker here? Grab blinker. And this will blink if the fuel's low. There we go. All right, nice, nice, and nice. So let's see how we're looking here. All right, so let's update this. All right, so this here is going to go to the tops, which are my headlights. Then get rid of this for now. Let's bring in, this was my gimbal example from the video. So let's stick that there. And all I'm going to do here is take the composite off of this and stick it onto these because I need to tilt these. All right. That's not the same body, so it's not going to work. That should, no, it won't work like that, I don't think. Let me see. All right, we'll do that for now. Spawn that. So that just makes it easy for me to be able to tilt these. It's kind of screwing me up a little bit. It's tilting me down more than I want, but let's go lights and let's go night. All right, so as you can see, we're aiming way low, or way far away. That's fine for high beams, but for never mind. These aren't on at all. I have to toggle these on. All right, come on, get out of the way, you. All right, so those headlights, I'm gonna want to aim down just a hair. Try not to blind myself or anyone else here. I got just too far away from it to make it work. All right, so that's max. That looks like max down. So probably want these on max down. Nope, that's not max down yet. Let's get that to max down. All right, and then whatever this is, static was fine. Nope. Let me see. Where is this start? What's max down on this? 1. So let's try 0.5. So let's play with that. All right, so I'll get rid of this crapola here, and I don't need any of that. So I just did that so it'll be easy so I don't have to screw with it too much. All right, nice. Let's go ahead in here. All right, and so our options are going to be... All right, negative 0.5 for low beams, and then high beams are going to be -1. All right, that should write out on that. We'll see if I have the right channel in a second. Let's update that. Let's delete that. Let's plug all this in. This should be pretty close to being ready. Headlight angle goes to the tops here. Engine. Panels. Like that, and then where we have panels go down, what are you? You are lights, you are brake, you are what's that? Okay, what's that? Seat. Okay, I screwed up. I did that instead of this. There we go. All right, good. Let's check the rest here. So we have right directional, left directional, park brake. Okay, those are attached. What are you? You are headlights. You go up top. What else am I missing? Anything? Nope, 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 nope. Okay, good. Let's try this, see where we're at here. So be good in the dark to test out the lighting. So see if there's any issues here. All right, so let's start with Lights aren't powered. No, the light should be powered. So I'm holding left arrow. Let me see. Left arrow is -1. Right arrow. Okay, I need to also fix. I haven't done all the RGBs in the back, but that's fine. Tap the brakes. Okay, that's not a good sign. All right, headlights are on. That works. So that is my low beams. All right, let's go high beams. As you can see, high beams now. I can't see anything. What is going on here? Okay, do I have them backwards? So that's low beams. That should be low beams. High beams are too low. Okay, so it should be 0. So let's change that really quick. So my high beams are where my lows should be. Okay, let's try that. Angle's too much. I can't see anything. Should be able to turn the headlights on. No, I'm going to need power for the panel. Panel's going to have to be hardwired, I think. All right, so that's the regular low beams. That is high beams. I can't tell the difference. They are different. Okay, let's see. So that's high beams off. I'm trying to be able to see it as it transitions here. Okay, so high beams is going backwards. So I have that backwards somehow. Let's check it. So if 2 is selected, it's going to this. Okay, so it's going down on that. Let's try this and see if I like that better. Because I think the low beams are too low. I can't see anything. There's regular beams, and the highs are higher. That's a little bit too high. I'll just change them by a digit, so that's good. Those are tuned in. All right, that's done. So high beams are done. Headlights turn on. High beams work fine. Park brake I have to check. What are you? Okay, this is why the directionals aren't working, as I didn't hook this up. So I need to do that. That should be 4 right there. So 4. What is this? Okay, that's hazard. So I haven't hooked this up yet. That's fine. Let's go to read a number from this seat. Where are you at, seat? All right, there. And this will be 2 is, nope. Nope, what are we talking? 4? 4, nope, 3. Figure it out eventually one of these days. All right, so that should hook that up. Let's go ahead and test all this out. And so we should have a good bit of lighting here. All right, so let's try headlights, high beams. Okay, the high beams is more reasonable now. As you can see, it's still hitting the ceiling, so that's reasonable. Nice. Okay, and then we want park brake. It's a release, so these should now be off. Brake is false. Let's turn it the other way and see if brake is now on. Come on, come on, come on. Brake's true. Okay, so that starts fine. Actually, do I have the parking brake already on here? Okay, so see variable brakes are on as well, so the parking brake variable brakes are on. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Hazards. Hazards should have flashing. Yep. Okay. So those work. All right, let's shut the hazards back off. And let's try doing directionals. And right. And shut them both off. Yep. I just have to tap both. All right, good. So that is good. Let's hit the high beam. Make sure it's not ridiculously high. It isn't, so that's pretty good there. Nice. All right, so that's pretty good. I'm thinking. Yeah, that's pretty good because see, we can't see the light. The lights go right to the hood, so that's where I want them. So it lights up the maximum. It's not overly blinding. Okay, good. So let's get in there. So that's pretty good. I need to finish on the tail lights, and I think we will be good. Some little things here like horn and stuff. Okay, so these bottom lights here. So let's find colors. Let me see what I colored these. Okay, so I colored these this. I kind of want them almost even darker than that, but whatever. That's not bad. What are you? You are 255, 127, 39. 255, 127, 39. That's B. All right, so crap. We're going to need more nodes on this. Okay, I have one more node. Excellent. Excellent. Par excellence here. Composite. I could streamline these somewhat if I really need the panel. I could put them all on one channel and go through the panels and the seat. That's possible, but I think we'll have plenty of space, so I don't really care. I should be able to stick that in there and hide it. If I can't, I can daisy chain all of this composite business. It's mostly composites. All right, so this is gonna be output. This is gonna be let's see, directional. And directional and reverse. I'm trying to think if I can make this even simpler. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make, okay, this is what I'm going to do here. Let's do this instead of adding that. It's not a huge deal, but I don't need it, and I actually don't kind of want it. This is what I want to do. So let's go back here. All right, so see here where I have these RGBs? Let's switch those out for standard indicators. Okay. And let's do this. Let's take those and let's go whites on here. All right, so those are going to be my reverse lights only. My directionals, instead of being ambers, are going to be reds flashing off of this. So that will be actually pretty easy, and it will work well, and it will actually be, I think, more realistic anyway. So, all right, and then where was this hooked to? This was hooked to another light somewhere. Let's hook this to the lights there, and then I need to hook this to there, and then I think we're good. All right, so that is good. So what we need to do is now, if we look at the transmission, it's, I believe it's 3, so it'd be this one here is my reverser. So what we can do is where this one connects here to gear 3, we can go here, and when we reverse, it will turn on the reverser lights. Perfect. Now let's go in here. All right, now what we want to do is my brake lights will flash when the directionals are going. All right, so here are the directionals, here and here. All right, and so what do I want to do here? Where are my brake lights? Directionals, where are brakes? Brakes right here. Okay, so here are the brakes. And so what I want to do is, let me see. Trying to think how the best way to do this. So that's less than that. Could do an and not. So let's do a go like this for now. Let's go X and not Y. X and not Y. Okay, so if that there, so this will be, crap, this goes out to 1 set though. This is going to be a problem. I'm going to need 2 here. So where's my brake? Left. Let's see, composite, output, brake. Right, I don't need to do it this way. I may even spell out the whole word. That's weird. All right, let's do that. And so this will be the difference here. Trying to think of what I should do here. Yeah, so I want it to be intensity change. Okay, so this is fine. I just need to, I'm gonna have to duplicate this. It's kind of a pain, but I'll duplicate it. So I don't need those anymore. I was gonna have them to go yellow in the back, but I'm gonna keep them reds in the back. Let's go like this. All right. All right, which one is this? This is, what did I hook this up to? Nothing yet. Okay, what are you? You are brake right. Let's go like so and just flip these around just because I'm crazy that way. Let's go like that. Let's go like this. All right, so the top is left, so now I need left directional. And this blinker is going to come down here. And it's going to connect to here. And let's see. Okay, and then the same thing here. What's that? Is that connected to right here? What is this? Nope. Okay. That's connected to all the way to the top. All right, good. We're good there. That is fine. And then I need this one here. All right, and then that will go here. Here, here. What are you? You are. All right, so that is going to be. Oh, crap. Did I? No, what's this? Okay, that's color. What's this? Okay, let's do another one of these Boolean functions. Okay. All right, and then hook this up here again. So this will be, where's or? X or Y and not Z. X and Y, not Z. Okay. All right, so that's if the headlights are off. No. I should be able to just flash it with this. Let's unscrew a bunch of this stuff up here. Let me go forward there. Okay. All right, so I should be able to do it all here. So right now, if I turn on the 5 key, that will turn on my headlights. And that will, so if it's headlights or if I press the brakes, it will give me lights. What I want now is if it's headlights or brakes or directional. So I just need another Boolean function here. So I can do this with a bunch of ors and this should work. Let's see, X or Y or Z. Okay, so if it's X or Y, where you at there, guy? Or Z, you want to flick these here. Ding, dong, ding. All right, good. All right, that should work for me. So if it's X or Y or Z, you, and you. All right, so that should do it now. Famous last words I know. All right, so let's update that, see if that works. All right, so let's go left directional. Okay, so it's giving me hazards on, okay, it's on both sides. I don't want that. So it's flashed, okay. Okay, so it's not doing the right side correctly. Okay. Let's do, where are we at here? Hazards. Where's hazards? Hazards. Come on, get. It's hard to see in this dark ass car. Oh my god, where is it? Should be right here. Killing myself here. All right, so the hazards are working. Oh, I know why. Let me check. I think I know why. Okay. If I can hit the right keys, we'll be in great shape here. All right, so let's see where we're at here. This is, what do we have here? So that's 4, it's hazards. This here is the directional. So this is this. Blanket left directional. I don't understand why this one isn't working. So let's figure this out here. So if what is going on here? Okay, I screwed up. This here is brakes. That's not what I want. Okay, so what I want is here. So if it's this, so this should go. Nope, that's the right one. Okay, that's weird. Okay, let me just double check, see why this isn't working. So if 5 is on, 5 is headlights, so that should turn on my running lights. If my brakes are on, it should turn on my running lights. Okay, that's what this one is here. If my... What is it? Okay, this right here screwed me up. That's what's screwing me up, I think, right there. Let's... Oh, and this one here is hooked in the wrong node. That would be why. That would be why, I think so. Let's check that. I think it's just connection errors. Let's check it. Okay, let's jump the car. Let's go left directional. Why are you still both going? It's a logic thing that I have to figure out here. So it's doing nothing on the right. Okay. So it's doing nothing on the right side. So I need to, so that's probably the key. Something's screwed up on the right side. All right, so 5 again is if my running lights are on. So that's if my headlights are on, it will put on my running lights. Or if the brakes are on, so if the brake is less than that, it should put on my lights. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you know what? No, it can't be that. Okay. If the brakes are on, it should put on my lights. And then if this blinker is going off on the right side, it should flash the right directional. Okay, that should all be fine. Those all connected to RGB. They are. Okay, that's all fine. Still trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. So this is X. That's brakes. And that is, should be the left side. Why are you misbehaving here? I'm interested why this is misbehaving. I don't get this. Let me see. What is 4? What is 4? 4 could be it here. What the heck is 4? Oh, 4 is hazards, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't get what this is doing here. Why you misbehave? Okay, let's try it one more time and see what's up here. Trying to deduce this. This is the kind of last thing. I can figure this off screen too if I need to. Alright, so let's turn the hazards on. All right, so the hazards are working fine. Shut the hazards off. Left directional. Okay, so left directional is giving me both for some reason. I took out my dial, but it's definitely... Is it still going? It's still going, so I should be able to read it off the seat. So 3 is at -1. Okay, that's fine. Let's go right. Right should be 1 now. Make sure that's on the right side. It is. Okay. So make sure that's 1. It is. Okay. What's the back doing? Nothing on that, though. That's weird. Let's check the rest of the lights here. So let's downshift. Okay, so you see my reverse lights come on when I go in reverse. So that's good. Brake lights come on. All right, so it should be brake and flashing. Okay, so I have to fix this. I have to work on this. I've done this 100 times on other vehicles, and I'm just kind of doing it fresh to, as you can see, I'm forgetting it. So I will move on from this. I will tell you the solution in a minute. So let me figure it out, and then I'll come back with a solution. What it ended up being, so you don't have to watch me just pull my hair out. All right, it took me all of 2 seconds to figure it out. This is why. It was connected to left brake lights because I forgot I added that. So that would be it. So that's all it was. Just me forgetting that I changed that and didn't connect the node. So pretty simple. It literally took me like 5 seconds to figure it out. So hazards now should be flashing. We're going to have brake light problems, I think. So see, like if I go brake lights, they still should flash probably. I don't know. I guess brake lights should take precedence. Yeah, brake lights should take precedence, I guess. I can change it later. Let's do directionals. That's why I was having directional problems. Okay, there's directional. There's the other directional. And I have to tap both of them just right to get them off. Okay, and that's them off. So this works well. Car is working. Let's take a short little drive. So we'll check engine temp, oil pressure. Low fuel. Fuel is at 29 gallons. Okay. These need to be hooked up, but let's take a little drive. Okay, let's go. Park brake off. Okay, still have to work with this. I'll keep going here. Instead of making an additional episode, I'll just keep going here. So my brake lights aren't on. Or my running lights aren't on. Okay, notice my running lights aren't on. Okay, so I think I have enough to at least start the do some more of this in another video. I still have to do the steering limiter and everything. So let's go ahead and call it an episode there. I'll go back to daylight. I know it's been dark for a little bit of this, but testing out the lights. But you know, brake lights are working. Let's put it in reverse. I have enough to work on here that we can. I can go ahead and do this in more. Do another episode on this. So our reverse gear is not low enough. Notice how we're stalling. So I'll do all this in the next video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.